from Wisconsin, visiting us here to be spectators at this year's Arctic Winter Games. I hope that you'll all find your time here interesting and enjoyable and return home with a new appreciation for our culture and activities here north of the Arctic Circle. To help prepare you for this week of athletic competition here in Greenland, I'll be telling you a little about the history of the Arctic Winter Games, about some of the unique sports you'll be seeing, and some cultural activities for you to do when you aren't watching the games. You're all certainly familiar with the Olympics, held every 4 years around the world to boost international relations through competition. The Arctic Winter Games were created in 1969 with a similar goal, but it is limited to those regions that lie north of the Arctic Circle. You'll have competitors representing 5 different regions of Canada: the Northern Alberta, the Northwest Territories, Nunavut, Nunavut, and Yukon. Other competitors represent the Sami people of Scandinavia and the native people of Northern Russia. Of course, my favorite team, Team Greenland, will be here. But I have a feeling you'll be rooting for the Alaskan team, as those are the only American competitors invited to the games. The first Arctic Winter Games featured only 500 coaches, competitors, and volunteers. But with each new competition held every 2 years, more and more athletes have come to represent their homeland. This year, more than 200 athletes are in attendance, with another 2,500 volunteers to support them. And while all the athletes hope to bring home a gold medal, the real prize is the Hudson Trophy, a 6-foot-tall trophy carved from a narwhal's tusk, awarded to the team that demonstrates the best sportsmanship. Because here in the Arctic Circle, we recognize that the concepts of friendship, resource sharing, and cooperation are essential to our survival. At the previous games 2 years ago, Greenland won the Hudson Trophy, and I'm really hoping we can earn it again this year. What sports will you be seeing while you visit Greenland for the Arctic Winter Games? Some of them are typical Winter Olympic sports like downhill skiing, biathlon, and ice hockey. Some of them are typical Summer Olympic sports like basketball, volleyball, and wrestling. Some of the events, though, are probably completely new to you. You'll have the opportunity to see competitions like pole push, a reverse version of tug of war, or snow snake, a version of the javelin toss where the athletes slide the spear along the ground rather than through the air, or finger pole, an endurance form of arm wrestling. There's also a series of agility sports from the Inuit people of Canada, like Alaskan high kick, 2-foot high kick, sledge jump, and one-hand reach. These sports require the athletes to reach for targets that are hung up higher and higher each round. Sometimes with a running kick, sometimes while balancing on one hand, but always requiring a lot of skill, balance, and strength. These are actually activities that high school students do in Greenland, so you'll have an idea of what many people your age do here in my country to stay in shape. When you aren't watching the games, there are many cultural experiences for you to get to know Nuuk better. You can go on a whale safari, an experience you can't get back in Wisconsin, or you can take a short hike up Stormelene, the 760-meter high summit that overlooks Nuuk and offers an unbeatable view of the city. Or you could join us for a coffee meet, a local tradition where families invite friends and strangers for coffee, tea,